Hi all, welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and today we're going to do issue 11 of Build the Ecto-1. So, let's get modelling. So, we've got actually a new magazine, so guess what? I can go through this with you guys. So let me just skip past the instructions for the builds that we're going to be doing, and let's see what's in this magazine this time. So this time we're looking at Joe Medjuk, and he was the Phantom producer, which is news to me. We've got some pictures of him here in the magazine, and we've got like the Ghostbusters 2 release and more on that. Oh wow, that's a nice picture of the Ghostbusters. Well, I'd say Ghostbusters 1 and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Wow. We've got more on that, more pictures. And then we've got Ecto 101 at the end with Slimer there and some bits of information. But let's get on with today's build. Now, I've laid out all the parts as normal. My reason for this is it just makes my life a little bit easier, that I can just grab the parts as they come, but I will show you them on the close-up camera as we're doing them. So the first part it's asking us to get is this part here. Now if I just show you on the close-up camera, this part here, now this is metal, okay, and what it's basically wanting us to do is it wants us to take this bit here, I do believe, this way round, and it wants us to put it in like so, okay, and then it wants it to be secured in place with some BP screws. So let me get a BP screw on. I do hope today's build goes better than yesterday's build. The other day's build was an absolute nightmare because it was just so fiddly and it was hard to work on the engine. So let's get a BP screw in here. These BP screws are quite small, so I'm using my PH00 screwdriver for this one, and that has gone in nicely like so. I'll show you on the close-up camera. And as you can see, that part is in now. Okay, so the next part it's asking us to get is this part here. If you notice, you've got sort of two notches there, and you've got sort of a hole down there, and it's basically wanting us to bob this bit into here. Now I'm going to try and do it in the orientation shown, but I do believe it just sits in there nicely. Okay, so we put that to one side for now. Okay, and then we'll bring over this part here. As you can see, got like a bit of a dome on top, and then also this part here, which is labelled 11E, and all it's asking us to do is just to basically bob that on top of there, like so. And I'll show you when that complete. And as you can see there, we have got a groove there which will be for either the fan belt or the timing belt. So yeah, okay, so we need to bring this part back over next, slot it on top like so, and then put that into place with an EP screw. So let's get an EP screw onto the screwdriver. And let's screw this into place. And then that's what this part is looking like now. Okay, which I think looks rather nice actually. I might just back that screw off a little bit just so that I can this can move a little bit more freely. There we go. And that's what that's looking like now. Now the next part is a bit of a small part. As you can see here, it's looks a bit like a cap. There we go. And that is simply just to be fitted on top, like so. And there we go. That part is just fitted nicely on top like that. Okay. So now it wants us to secure this to the engine. Now I will admit I've actually put my engine in my vise, and the reason for that is so I can work on it a lot easier than the other day. But it just simply wants us to put this in place. Let's see. Now it's to go on top. I'll turn it round, and it's to fit into these two screw holes here, and that will secure it in place with an FP screw. So let me get an FP screw loaded up on my screwdriver. Now I wish I could do this the other way around for you, but unfortunately I can't. Let's have a look. Now that head's a bit small, so I'm going to have to use my PH00 screwdriver and line that up like so, and then just gently try and slot it into place. Now the problem with this is it's just lining up the holes to make sure. So I'm just going to bring the engine on an angle just so I can see what I'm doing and where I'm doing it. Yeah. And don't just hate it when you load up a screw but it's moved. Right, so let's try and get this in. Now that has lined up onto the hole, but it's not wanting to go in. So let's line it up again. Sorry if I'm just being a bit quiet here. Oh, and that's taken. I'm not going to screw that in all the way because I want to get the other part of it in, and then I'll screw them screws all the way in. My screwdriver is wanting to pick up all different kinds of screws today. So, right, so I have to say, these are magnetised. So I don't know why they're flying off everywhere. And that's into there. That's lined up and that's going in. So I'm going to put this top one in first because that's where my screwdriver is. Put that all the way in. Like so. Sorry, all you're seeing is my arm there. And me not working on the engine. I tell you the truth, having it in this vise is absolutely perfect. Okay, and I'll turn it around. I'll bring it up to the camera and then you can see that's what we've done there. Okay, so just next thing it's wanting us to get is to get this part here. Let's look up on the close-up camera. There we go. Very nice. And it wants us to secure it in to the side of the engine. Okay. And which side? It wants us this side here. And which will be this side. And it wants us to screw that in with an EP screw. So let me get an EP screw loaded up. Just notched it with my hand there. Okay, so how does this want to be orientated on? So let's put it through the hole first of all, and then we'll offer it up onto the engine. if the screw wants to behave itself, because it doesn't want to right now. It's been a bit of an idiot, well, I say idiot, a bit of a bugger. Right, okay, offer it up to the engine. Try and get that in, like so. And then get another EP screw so I can secure this down to where it needs to be. So let's twist it around. Absolutely perfect. Slot the EP screw in, and I'll just put it on an angle, and then you can see me screwing this part down in. I wish that hadn't happened, but it did. See, I'm more confident, and I think, oh, it's doing it, and then yeah, it doesn't want to play ball. So let's bring this around again. Might just bring that towards me just to make sure that I'm lining it up. I'll tell you one thing, the Ecto-1 build is very, very fiddly. It's very much like the Millennium Falcon, because it's got so much detail, which I'm not knocking. I like detail models, but it's very fiddly to work with. Right, so that part is now going in there with that FP screw. I'll just turn it around just to put this last one in, like that. And there you can see that sort of bar in place there. So we need to move the engine aside again, because the next part it's wanting us to get is this part here, which is labelled 11K. Let me go for the close-up camera for that one. As you can see that. And then the next part it's wanting us to get is 11J, which is this part here. And then it wants us to get 11I, which is this part here. But what I've just noticed, because I've moved everything around, it wants us actually to put this bit into the engine, which I didn't see. And it wants us to put that at the front of the engine on this part here. So let's just bob that in place, and then that's that bit in place. Sorry, I did not show that on the build camera. I do apologise. Basically, we'll put that part down there in place. I didn't realise we were still on close-up camera. Okay, so get this part here. Then he wants us to grab this part here and put that on top. Then he wants us to get this part here, put them together, and then bringing the engine over, it wants us to secure them in just down here like that, and that is to be gone in with a GM screw. So let's get a GM screw loaded up like so. Let's bob this on and let's screw it in. Not too tight because I want it to move. I want it to move so we can move the pulleys. And that's that part on there. There's no point in showing you the close-up camera. And that's it for today. I'm going to put that to one side. A lot easier than the one we did the other day, I have to admit. But yeah, I quite enjoyed that. Well, that's it for today, guys. I really enjoyed that. It was not as difficult as the other day, trust me. The other day was absolutely diabolical, and yeah, not the greatest issue in the world. But this one was really nice and easy. And to tell you the truth, it's very nice and easy to have that engine in that vise now. It's not damaging it because it's got rubber bits on either side, so don't say, oh, why are you putting it in a vise, you're going to damage it. It's not. It's absolutely, you know, it's not going to damage it at all, but it is a lot easier having it in that vise. to work on. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell and you'll be told what's coming up in my next videos. But for today guys, thanks for watching. Bye for now. Bye.